Genius gardening tricks are not as far-fetched as you think. Wow Tech will clarify right away. A weak pressure sprayer can make watering those high branches such a hassle. But just attach it to a blower, and here come powerful water jets to clean your tree for the Christmas season. Use a mesh as gentle support, and your delicate hydrangeas will stay upright and beautiful. No more bending or breaking. A simple yet super effective idea to keep your plants hydrated during summer, especially when you're away and no one's around to water them. Each hole on the ruler works like a little guiding hand, helping every seed land in just the right spot. Use a plastic cup as a self-watering container to keep your moss pole moist. No misting needed. Your aerial roots will grow stronger and healthier than ever. A clear plastic bag works like a mini greenhouse, keeping your plants warm and protecting it from chilly nights. Pumpkins can shapeshift now. With diverse of molds, you can grow them into a square, circle, or animal shape without spending time carving. Take a look around your house. You might have a few plastic bottles waiting for a second life. By combining a few sticks, you can turn them into a clever seed planter with perfectly spaced holes. Want to move your palm tree without damaging the roots? Try digging around the base at a 45-degree angle, and you'll get a solid soil ball that makes transplanting cluster-free. To help your lawn breathe, you can make your own aerator using an old air tank and a few sharp spikes. As it rolls across the yard, it creates tiny holes that let the roots grow healthier. After proper treatment, eggshells can be turned into a soluble calcium fertilizer, helping young plants develop strong roots and mature plants produce even more flowers and fruits. A plastic bottle helps the air-layered branch stay moist while providing ideal conditions for strong, even root growth. A few wooden stakes and some willow or birch branches are enough to craft a sturdy plant support right in your garden. Talk about making the most of your vehicle's power. One gentle pull and the bush comes right off. A twine roll and a few skillful knotting moves, and you've got yourself a hanging planter that'll make anyone passing by stop and stare. From now on, don't throw away those banana peels. They're the best natural fertilizers you can give your plants and flowers. Egg cartons are more useful than you think. They can easily turn into a handy seed nursery for growing corn or just about any kind of seed. Who would have thought the layer of dry leaves under a tree could be a hidden treasure for gardeners? Just sift and treat them a bit, and you'll have clean, nutrient-rich soil for your plants, all without spending a dime. Don't let your flower pots look too plain. Add a touch of creativity and turn them into both planters and eye-catching decorations. Turn old plant packaging into handy molds for your pots, making the perfect little slots where new plants can slide right in. Hold up, here's a fun idea for the upcoming Halloween. Turn your regular plant pot into a magical masterpiece by sticking on decals, giving it a quick spray, then peeling them off. Super easy, and the result? Seriously impressive. By creating fixed points for your climbing vines, your great plants will no longer get tangled or trail on the ground, preventing pests and diseases, but also keeps your garden neat and tidy. If you want to start planting tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers early, try building a small greenhouse frame using wood and plastic pipes, then cover it with clear film. This simple setup helps you control temperature and humidity for young plants, which reduces disease. Creating an eye-catching planter isn't as hard as it seems. All you need is some wire mesh, a few pebbles, and an old pot. Now you can make a brand new decorative piece in your house corner. Sometimes, the simplest DIY tools turn out to be surprisingly effective. Take this fertilizer stick that works with a clever press-down mechanism. Stick carrot seeds onto toilet paper using flour paste, plant the strip in soil, and watch them grow in perfect straight rows. No overcrowding at all. Just remember to use unbleached toilet paper for an eco-friendly touch. Want to cut down on plastic in your garden but still need seedling pots? Biodegradable paper pots are the perfect solution. Just like humans, insects need to drink water, so let's help our garden friends by making them a water tower. Turn an ordinary flower pot into an adorable little fountain with just a few simple steps. Start with the large pot. Place an upside-down bowl in the center and fill the soil around it for planting. Then, set a ceramic pot on top of the bowl to serve as both the centerpiece and the water basin. Finally, add water and install a small fountain pump, and voila! Your mini garden fountain is ready to sparkle. Don't be too quick to throw old things away. They can easily be reused. Simply an old tire, a few wooden sticks, and a plastic pot, you can create a green centerpiece for your garden. When propagating nine-tailed fox echeveria by cutting stems, don't skip the sand dipping step. It helps prevent fungal infection and greatly increases the plant's survival rate. When pumpkin vines reach about 30 to 40 centimeters, set up a PVC trellis to help them grow upright, produce more fruit, and prevent rotting. Who would have thought that just 35 small 8cm pots can make such a lush green sphere? The best part? The center isn't glued, so you can easily move or rearrange it anytime. To help your roses bloom beautifully, don't prune at random. You need to cut above a bud instead, which prevents disease. You can absolutely make your own orchid tower at home using mesh wire filled with a mix of expanded clay, pine bark, sandsalwood, and sphagnum moss. Just remember to water it thoroughly at first so the roots can establish quickly. Create a fan-shaped frame to guide your plant's growth, forming a perfect shape for branches. From afar, it looks like a peacock showing off its tail. Layer wood, bromeliads, moss, orchids, and staghorn ferns on a wooden board, and in just a few weeks, your home will have a unique natural centerpiece that truly stands out. A straight plank is all you need to edge your lawn perfectly. No fancy tools required. New to gardening and worried about pests, uneven planting, or damaged roots? This simple manual planter fixes it all, helping seedlings settle neatly and firmly into the soil from the very first try. Lightly charring the wooden stakes is a natural way to protect them from moisture, mold, and termites, making them last much longer in the garden. Next, start by choosing 2 pots with flat tops and bottoms. Use Patek's No More Nails adhesive to fix them, and add some stones or sand at the base for extra stability. Then, lay down geotextile fabric, fill with soil, and plant your favorite greenery, and you've got your very own custom-designed planter. Perfectionists probably already know this trick, using a string to draw a perfect circle around the tree base. How about you? Have you tried it yet? A swing made from an embroidery hoop and hanging vines creates a soft, romantic vibe, yet the materials are super easy to find. Want your alpines to thrive? Use a mix of peat-free compost, topsoil, and horticultural grit to keep the drainage just right. Turn an old drainage pipe into a vertical garden right in your home corner. Start by marking and cutting planting holes on the PVC pipe using an angle grinder and a heat gun. Next, insert a smaller perforated pipe wrapped in fabric inside to create a built-in watering system. Then, fill the pipe with soil and plant into the holes you've made. Finally, connect the water supply, and your plants will stay evenly hydrated from the inside out. Brown unprinted cardboard is rich in carbon, and when combined with nitrogen-rich compost, it boosts soil fertility and helps balance nutrients effectively. It's not just PVC pipes. Even an old plastic bucket can become a unique planter with a little decorative wood added. To make your own oyas, simply join 2 terracotta pots together and bury them in the soil. Water slowly seeps through the pot, providing consistent moisture directly to the plant roots. Placing cuttings near the pot's edge acts like a safe zone for the roots, helping them grow evenly and reducing the risk of rot. Don't waste hours planting by hand. The AG40 is the golden tool that lets you plant 1,000 seedlings in just 40 minutes. Still the same old tires, but this time, they're reborn in a whole new way. Stylish, practical, and helping reduce rubber waste. The hole digger ensures roots go just deep enough to grow strong and healthy without wasting time measuring. Wood ash is more useful than you think. Sprinkle a thin layer around the base of your plants and you'll not only repel snails, but also enrich the soil with nutrients. Slugs can't resist beer, so you can set it out to lure them and move them away from the garden. Don't be too quick to toss out those broken zinc buckets or old chairs. Who knows, they might just become unique highlights in your garden. I think you'll love this gardening hack for growing carrots in straight rows. Cook 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with 1 cup of water until it thickens. Let it cool, then mix in carrot seeds. Pipe the mixture into your raised beds using a bottle or a zip bag with the corner snipped. Cover lightly with soil and water gently. From supple hazel branches or flexible birch twigs, you can shape a natural dome. Young plants will weave their way through the lattice. No heavy pruning, yet still beautifully charming. If ants are taking over your garden, try this simple trick. Mix 1 tablespoon of borax with 1 tablespoon of sugar. Add about 3 tablespoons of hot water and stir until it forms a syrup-like paste. Drop it where ants usually roam, and within 24 hours, the whole colony will vanish like magic. Who would have thought tires, mesh, and plastic pipes could team up so well? Creating a brilliant DIY basket that can hold everything from compost to garden tools. No bees? No problem. Be the matchmaker yourself. Just take the pollen from the male flower and brush it onto the female stigma. Do this consistently, and soon you'll have a trellis full of thriving pumpkins. Ryobi just went big with this new debris collector. Cut and it's instantly clean. No more tiring cleanup afterward. Growing peas in pots isn't hard at all, especially when you build a cute little trellis like this. Spend a few hours stacking old building stones with a retired pump, and you'll have a handmade fountain that brings your whole garden to life. Who knew these cheap plastic plates could hold up a whole strawberry bush? Flip them upside down at the base and your berries stay off the soil. Clean and fresh no matter the weather. If you don't have time to build a full compost bin, try burying a stainless steel colander in the ground. Toss in your kitchen scraps and let nature take care of the composting for you. A timbered is all it takes to mark out a perfectly straight planting row. You don't need to be super crafty, just a love for plants and a spirit for trying new things. In just one afternoon, your little garden corner can turn into a work of art. Struggling with tough, stubborn weeds? Give the Echo a try. It may look like a hedge trimmer, but it works like a powerful weed cutter. Build a mini home waterer for your plants, using nothing more than a plastic bottle and a strip of cloth. Want to clean your blackberries the easy way? Pop them in a strainer, soak them in a bowl of water, add vinegar and a sprinkle of baking soda. Wait a few minutes, lift the strainer, and you'll be amazed at all the dirt floating away. Before cutting pampas grass, tie the stems tightly with tape or rope. You'll save yourself a ton of cleanup time. From the iron hoops of an old plow wheel, he shaped perfect circles to divide future flower beds. Are you excited to see them bloom? Hopefully, this inspires you to start your own little garden too. Repurpose old plastic grid trays by propping them on 4 bamboo sticks in a pot, and your cucumbers have a sturdy place to climb. A simple DIY for anyone who loves gardening but doesn't have a yard. Use pots and a few wooden slats to build a vertical planter, compact and stylish. Heat a fork to poke holes in a plastic bottle, then attach it to your hose with tape. And just like that, you've got yourself a mini shower head for easy watering. Did you know that watering cucumbers with diluted milk helps prevent fungal diseases, boosts their resistance, and keeps the plants healthier? Don't throw away coffee grounds. Your hydrangeas love them. They help the plants grow stronger, boost its immunity, and prevent leaf scorch. Forget those pricey scarecrows. Plastic bottle pinwheels are the new gardener's best friend for keeping birds away. Try upcycling those old tin cans into cute garden decor. This weekend, why not make one yourself? Runner ducks are a real nightmare for squash bugs in your pumpkin patch. Just an old snail and a few twists of wire. That's all it takes to craft these one-of-a-kind handmade dragonflies. Super simple, isn't it? Try out these garden hacks from WowTech and share your results in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next batch of clever tips.